Ooh. That's right. We're working toward a record 6 episodes in one day. This is episode number 5, coincidentally 405. Fine music with our special guest, Charlie Zero. Take it away, Charlie.
Okay, some of these are gonna go on my at the top of my head. The first band I wanna share with you guys is one of my favorites. They're called Gilla Band. Originally, they were called Girl Band, but for political reasons, they had to change their name way later in the game. So they're now officially called Gilla Band. So that they have a band camp. So it will look something like this. The most recent album called Most Normal, and it's very heavy noise rock, um electronic noise. They use um you would think they use a lot of synthesizers and programs, but no, they use full-on instruments to make their sound feel like if it was done with a program, but it's not. They use a lot of um they use a lot of pedals, and it's really, they're very abrasive band. The singer does remind you a little bit of Jim Morrison. um the band's very underrated. Not many people know about them, but highly recommend Gilla Band and the album Most Normal.
How do you spell the name of the band?
It would be Gilla,
Okay.
and then band, and then it will pop up. They have a Bandcamp, and obviously on Spotify, and but yeah, you could check out their stuff on Bandcamp, of course. So that's number one. And then my one of my favorites, um this one, he's called Blanck Mass. That would be Blan as in Nancy, CK, and then mass as in like a mass, MASS.
Hmm.
The album is called World Eater, and it will look something like this. It has a picture of a cover of a dog with his snout, his fangs out.
Wow.
Um, that album, I was fortunate enough to see him perform live here in at the Art District. Um, Very nice man, very nice man. This album is 7 tracks. It's electronic and industrial. There's no vocals in it, but in the when I bought the CD myself, it's recommended to be listened to in headphones or earbuds. You get a different experience out of this album. I obviously, every time I listen to it, I get a whole different experience about life. I don't know what you guys would take out of this one, but whatever it is, that would be up to you. But really, really great album. He really, really hit the mark with this one. Um, the next one on my list is, are you guys familiar with Flying Lotus?
Nope.
Any Flying Lotus
Yeah.
fans here? Yeah, Flying Lotus.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so his last album that he came out with, Flam Flamgora, sorry, yeah. There's this particular song on there. The whole album's great, but he brought in David Lynch as a special guest with the song Fire is Coming. Um, Listen to that album, but that track, Fire is Coming. David Lynch, like always, you will be trapped like you would in Twin Peaks. So he what he says in that whole track, you're just going to be either filling with goosebumps. It's creepy, but it's David Lynch at his best. I love the man. Damn, I wish he was right here with us talking about music. So yeah, listen to that song, Fire is Coming by Flying Lotus. um my next one, I'm pretty sure you guys maybe talked about this, and if you guys did, please let me know. um Scott Walker's album Bish Bosh was probably his last
Oh.
album.
Oh, he's interesting. He's kind of like he fits in that same category as like Nick Drake and Tim Buckley.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Well, he did a whole 180 in the 90s till 2000s when he did his
Industrial rock.
he went very full on experimental, very industrial, very aggressive noise, but he had a sense of doing spoken word at the same time. It's like he didn't sing, he just did spoken word, and I love that about him. It was very, very eerie. I love that about him because I looked at his other catalog and I go, wait a minute, is this the same guy that's doing this? Like, how did he go from this? It almost reminded me of Ministry when Ministry went from that first album With Sympathy to like a whole 180 and The Land of Rape and Honey. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing. So Bish Bosh album by Scott Walker, very, very good. So weird. I love kind of stuff like this that has a lot of noise and spoken word and, you know, getting very surreal about his stuff. Then I got this last one by Pharmakon. She's a electronic noise musician. She released this album called Devour in 2019. And the single that I love about this one's called Self Regurgitating System. I'm sorry, Self-Regulating System. My bad. Self-regulating.
Almost the same thing.
Same thing.
However she wrote it here, but yeah, it's Self-Regulating System without butchering it. But great album. It was in the label Sacred Bones. You guys are fans of Sacred Bones on their Bandcamp. They have a whole list of music on there, but Pharmakon, she's definitely very very angry. I love that. She'll really, really get on your skin. A lot of like abrasive noise. She really knows how to take control of the situation that's occurring as you're listening to her music and everything. So she's really, really amazing. And also listening to her, really, I get into my writing and I get lost. So definitely recommend Pharmakon. She's yes, that would be her. Exactly. Yep. She's awesome. Check her out. She's awesome.
Oh.
And
Is that a F-A-R-M or P-H-A-R-M?
Yes,
that would
PH.
be P-H-A-R.
And then it's not a C, it's a K.
Yeah, M-A-K-O-N. Yeah.
Yeah, K-O-N.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll get it right on the posting. That's
Okay.
why I checked these. Yeah.
And I would say more, but we'll leave that for some other time. So that's all I have for now. I have to prepare
You inspired a great future title for me. 180 in the 90s on Interstate 5. What do you think?
Oh, I love that.
What you were saying.
There's a great documentary on Scott Walker.
I'm gonna
It's
check
a
it
great
out.
film, and it shows him actually in the recording studios pounding meat for one of the cuts on his album.
Oh,
What's the
wow.
documentary called?
Yeah, he's got musicians just pounding meat to
I'm
get
gonna
a
have to
sound.
check
of
that
his
out.
own.
That sounds pornographic.
No, this is actually prime rib or something.
Oh, good.
Wow.
Taking it one step ahead of the
He
Beatles there.
really
Yeah,
went
okay.
out. I mean, like you said, it's a great difference from the first 3 albums we recorded in solo and then into his industrial rock.
Yeah. He yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Do you know what the name of the documentary is?
Yes, I'm gonna write it down.
The documentary about Scott Walker.
Yeah, this is definitely a great documentary on him. I
What's the
forget
title?
where it's streaming.
What's the
The
title?
title of the documentary.
Title of that documentary, anybody know?
Let me find out.
Fast Google, everyone.
But I have to Google this too.
Documentary on Scott Walker.
It's a race. Scott.
20th Scott Walker, 30th century man. Scott
30th
Walker,
century
30th
man.
century
Oh,
man.
that's a memorable
And
title.
it's available to watch for free on Pluto TV and Plex.
Nice.
Oh, I'm gonna watch this now.
Oh, I wanted to say, what you were saying earlier about the whole 180 thing. One musician that kind of reminds me of is Marianne Faithfull.
Mar- Mary Ann Faithful?
From the 60s.
Yeah, she was involved with like Mick Jagger a while back.
Oh yeah, she changed. Yeah,
Mary Ann.
Yeah.
even the voice.
Yeah, no, kind
Mhm.
of dropped like a couple octaves once the late 70s came along.
Got
And
it.
Mhm.
went from like a gentle, sweet sound to a very kind of cold, almost sort of like kind of Joy Division type of sound.
Mhm.
Okay.
But very good.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Only one more episode to go.